What's up, world? This is your guy Guitar K, and today's video we're talking about how clean is clean, dirty is dirty. It's no in between with this. It's no gray area. That's why it's gray, because it's still dirty. Either you all the way to the clean side or you dirty. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Look, I can't be out here dirty dancing and claiming to be living a clean life. If what you're doing, you gotta justify with statements, well, like it ain't all that bad. It's probably that bad. It might even be worse. If what you're doing today, you gotta justify by saying things like, well, at least it's not bad as what I used to do, or at least I'm not doing such and such.
Oh no.
All you doing is admitting that what you're doing, you know that it's wrong, but it's just not the wrong that you used to do. Come on, man. We gotta do better. In the book of Revelations, Jesus talks about, look, you're neither hot nor cold. You're lukewarm. Therefore, when you come to me, I spit you out. Look, lukewarm ain't good. We either drinking something that's cold or we drinking something that's hot. And we talking about, like, if we know that you're dirty and you admitting that you're dirty, we can work with you because we know that you want to get clean. But for those people that's trying to straddle the fence, for those people that's trying to do dirt in the dark, but when they pop their head up on the surface, they trying to act like they clean. It's no hope for you, man. Pick a side. Choose what you going to do. Stand on what you do. Clean is clean. Dirty is dirty. Look, if you're out here lying and manipulating and using people, talking bad on people, that's messy. That's not clean. You dirty. You dirty. If you're physically dirty, if you don't take care of your body, I'm talking about inside and out. If you don't eat good, if you don't exercise, if you don't take good care of yourself, you're living dirty. If you don't keep your house clean, if you don't keep your immediate area clean, you're living dirty. And the crazy thing about what we're talking about here is if you're not doing everything across the board, you're dirty. You can't be living clean in one area and dirty in another area because that contaminates what is clean. One rotten apple can spoil the whole bunch. So you can't be trying to live clean in certain parts of your life and knowingly live dirty in other parts of your life. You're dirty. And that's what we're talking about today, man. Clean is clean. Dirty is dirty. Look, man, let me give y'all a quick warning. For somebody that's out here that don't have nothing and don't want nothing, they will gladly help you lose everything. I hope you didn't miss that. I'm going to say it one more time because it's the same principle, man. People that's out here that's living dirty would love to dirty you up. So like I said, people that don't have anything, don't want anything, they will gladly help you lose everything. And I say that to say that if you hanging with dirty people, you dirty. You can't be clean hanging with dirty people. You can't lay them down with pigs and not get dirty. You just can't do it. If you know that somebody's doing wrong and you're knowingly hanging out with them, you're not living clean. You're not trying to help them up. You're not trying to point out their behaviors and point out what they're doing is wrong. You're not living clean, man. We got to learn to do better. Look, being messy, that's not clean. Living gossipy and talking down on people, always whining and complaining and having negative thoughts. You're not living clean. We're talking about being clean all across the board. I'm talking about clean in your actions, clean in your speech, clean in your thoughts, clean in your associates, clean at work, clean at home. Clean all the time. Like I said, it's no gray area with this. You got to wake up with the intentions to live a clean life. I'm talking about cleaning your body physically. I'm talking about keeping your house clean, keeping your immediate area clean, at work keeping it clean. You can't walk past no stinking trash can and smell it and not take it out talking about, well, that ain't my job. Look, ain't no clean person going to be able to keep walking past no stinking trash can and you smelling it. That's not clean. You're going to do what you need to do to keep everything on the up and up. That's living clean. You see a problem, you're going to address it. You see something wrong, you're going to speak about it. That's living clean. You're not going to be turning a blind eye to immediate wrongdoing. You're going to have something to say because the clean in you is not going to allow dirt to be going on in your immediate area or going on around you. You're not going to be able to turn a blind eye to it once you living clean. If you're still turning a blind eye to it, you're still trying to live in that gray. You're still trying to be lukewarm. You're going to get spit out. You ain't going to make it, man. What's done in the dark will come to light. And if you're living clean today at the end of the day. Look. I'm talking about having good cleaning supplies at the house. I'm talking about the best of the best. toothpaste, soap, not skimping on it, washing your dishes, no dirty dishes in the sink. I'm talking about if I come over your house and I have some fresh white socks on and I walk across the floor one time and I look at the bottom of my socks and it looked like I done dirty danced through a tar pit. Come on, man. Invest in a mop. Invest in a Swifter. Invest in a broom, a dustpan. Gotta take care of yourself and keep clean. You get diseases in dirt, and germs and infections and all types of stuff dwells in the dirt. It's nothing good dwelling in the dirt. It's nothing good dwelling in the dark. You got to learn to live clean today, man. Clean under your fingernails, clean in your ears and Q-tips and mouthwash and flossing and the whole thing, even how you eat. Look, man, you can't keep eating all of these greasy foods. You got to exercise today. You got to take care of your insides, take care of your outsides, what you're reading, what you're watching, what you're seeing, what you're listening to. I'm talking about being clean all across the board. Clean is clean, dirty is dirty. Your speech could be dirty. You could be always talking down on people, always speaking negativity, always speaking evil into the world. You're not living clean. You're living dirty. So you got to do some evaluations in your life today, man, and ask yourself, am I truly living clean, or you out here faking the funk? You out here fronting. You out here doing one thing in the dark, but then when you're over here, you're trying to act like you're living clean when you know that you're not. There's only one way to live clean, and that's to live clean. There's only one way to be a good parent, that's to be a good parent. There's only one way to be a good friend, that's to be a good friend. You're not a good parent if you over here mistreating somebody else's daughter. You can't be a good parent because you're not setting a good example at all times. Even when your kid is not around, you got to be still setting a good example in order to be a good parent. If not, you're living dirty. Like I said, you in that gray area, man. You got to be your same you all the time. If you're not living with integrity today, you're not living clean. Clean is clean, dirty is dirty, man. And look, disclaimer. Not until very, very recently have I took on this thought process because I want to truly be clean. And like I said, man, you cannot lay down with pigs and not expect to get dirty. So you can't be over here messing with prostitutes and the gamblers and the swindlers. But then when you pop your head up on where people know you at, now all of a sudden you're trying to fake like you clean. You know that you're dirty. You know that you're dirty. And you're thinking that just because these people don't know what you're doing at night, that you can fake like you clean. Look, man, at the end of the day, dirt is dirt. You're dirty. So if you want to live a better life, if you truly want to be like a changed person and you truly want to live a clean life, because look, you could look like a new man, you could feel like a new man, but if inside you that same man, you're going to die that same man, and you're never going to truly see God's plan for you until you truly come up out of that mud and come up out of that dirt and be the person that God meant you to be. Look, man, your destiny is waiting for you, but it's waiting for the clean you. Not the gray area you, not the dirty you. Look, man, clean is clean, dirty is dirty. Try your best. Don't knowingly wallow around in the dirt. I hate when people say stuff like, well, I'm only human. Don't you know that human beings is the greatest thing on this planet? You got free will. You got a mind of your own. Your thoughts does not enslave you. You control your thoughts. You control your emotions. Don't let them get the best of you. You control what you do, man, and you can strive and use that free will to be the cleanest, best version of yourself every day, every minute, every hour. Don't fall victim to your dirty thoughts. Don't fall victim to this dirty world. Be a clean version of yourself and you'll be the best version of yourself. Because at the end of the day, clean is clean, dirty is dirty. This is your guy, Guitar K. Be more